Good
Yeah.
morning, Minali.
Good morning, Yann. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. It's good afternoon for you, no, isn't it? What time is it in
Yeah, it
Mumbai?
is. It is 1:30 p.m. in
1:30,
Mumbai.
3.5 difference with us. Welcome to the French Toy Rendez-Vous number 20, Minali. Happy to receive you. It's the first time I'm receiving someone from India. And
Wow.
warm welcome to you. Uh, well, we met both in Nuremberg for the first time this year.
Yeah.
Was happy to talk to you, and I said, oh, this lady, she's very interesting because she wants to do business and she's very motivated, and happy that you received my invitation, and now we are talking together.
Yes, true. And I'm
Okay.
really glad that we are doing this because it was a wonderful, experience meeting you because you have so much experience of toy industry and getting your perspective about our product and industry is so good. I'm really glad that we are doing this. Thank you.
Okay. So, Minali, let's start.
Yeah.
Usually, this French Toy Rendezvous, we go back to small Minali, when Minali was young, when Minali was, let's say, 5 to 10. And I'm interested to know in your childhood, where are you from, where you been growing, what were you doing, what kind of toys were you playing, indoor, outdoor, that kind of things.
Yeah. So I come from a very small town in India, which is very popular for a heroic Rani, the Queen of Jhansi,
Uh-huh.
who is very popular for her bravery during the freedom fighting time. And India being very rich in history, long history, we have been playing the games which includes learning in that time also. So I remember my mother used to bring some toys where like my brother who is 3 years older to me, we used to play together
Uh-huh.
and we used to learn. And there was one fantastic game which I still remember, which used to light up, so when you are doing the right connections, so
Uh-huh.
there was a country name written and there were like 5 flags. So whenever you are clicking on the, yeah, there was a circuit kind of thing. Whenever you were putting on the right circuit, the 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 red light used to burn and light up, and you were like,
Uh-huh.
oh, that's the correct one.
Uh-huh.
So educational toys are always something which excite children because they learn through it. And my childhood specifically has went through that because my mother was very specific of what kind of toy she was buying for us.
Mm-hmm.
And my school particularly used to focus a lot on creativity, so we
Creativity.
used to have SUPW periods, which were very important for my school because in the end of the year they used to do an exhibition, exhibition kind of thing where students had to exhibit. The class teacher used to uh, decorate the whole class with the all the creations that children have done in the entire year. And yeah, it was so encouraging for the children to see all the products together at the end of the year. So
And
it
then,
was every kid has to preserve what they are doing in that particular year.
mhm.
And everybody was very excited to show their products because this was happening for every class. So when a parent entering in the school, they have to go in each and every class, be it 10th standard or 5th grade or you know third grade. And there was ample of creativity which we used to go and see in the senior classes, and parents were coming. And that always fascinated me, that how much children love to see their work. it
Mm.
it motivates them to see. So that's the seed inside me, that the motivation and the confidence comes when we see what we are doing, and the results should be good.
Okay. So what are your hobbies or passions apart from working, and what were you doing when you were young?
So I have done my engineering in electronics and communication, and I was working with Accenture as an IT consultant for around 10 years before I started Pepley.
Yeah.
So my hobby, so as I told you, my childhood was more towards the creative stuff, and apart from studies, my convent school was focusing a lot on creativity. So my
Mhm.
hobby was always doing creative stuff.
Creative
So
stuff. Yeah.
once I became a mother, I was trying to find out that creativity, that kind of thing which I have learned in my childhood for my daughter. But somehow in this world, in India especially, mostly the toys were coming from China, and the manufacturing in India was not that much in comparison to what was happening outside India. And that is when, like 3.5 years back, I decided that we have to bring my childhood creativity stuff, which is my hobby also, to do creative stuff, into my profession. So my profession changed because I wanted to do something after doing my 10 years of corporate life that
Okay.
makes me love my job and spend more time with my daughter, because my daughter is 7. So this is the right age where, she's also involved in the product development. She also tells that this is what I'm liking, not liking. So
Okay.
that is how it is.
When you were studying, Minali, were you living already in Mumbai?
No,
No.
so I was in hostel in Delhi, New Delhi, which is the capital of India.
Yes.
So I was studying in a college which used to have the hostels inside the college. So that is one of the best period of my life, living, going outside the home, and staying independently and enjoying the college life with friends.
Okay.
Uh,
So
yeah.
that's near Delhi. And when have you been moving to Mumbai?
So it was my first job in Accenture, which
Uh-huh.
I got the job from my college, direct placement. So
Uh-huh.
I moved to Mumbai.
And how different to understand, because I don't know India personally. I never been. How is different Delhi than Mumbai? What's the difference?
So Delhi is the national capital of India,
Yes.
and
Political,
Mumbai is a
political,
political. Yeah.
and economical too.
And financial capital, the
Financial.
economical capital of India is Mumbai.
Mumbai. Ah, okay, that's the difference.
Yeah, so these are the two main cities. Like India has many big cities. India being a very big population now, but Mumbai and Delhi are two very different cities. But I think I like both the
So
cities
how many
quite well.
millions of people are living in Mumbai, for example, for us to
Yeah,
understand?
yeah,
20
already.
million? How many million?
I think 18 million. That's what I've checked last week. It is 18 million.
The little village where I live is 1,500.
Yeah, but Indian population is becoming India's strength now. It's not just the population in terms of number. If you will see the statistics, the India has the youngest population, the
Uh-huh.
highest youngest population. So the consumers in India is the highest in the world, and the number of engineering and medical colleges are the highest in India. So the number of educated people that are graduating every year from India is actually very high.
Yeah, and India, so you are young, the population is going to grow. You will be the number one country in the world in population, uh, over China, I think. Yeah, so a lot of things are going
I
to.
believe that because the current government in India is working really hard. And if you will see how India has developed in last 10 years, it is really something to watch. I mean, if you will do the research and studies, it shows that this is not the decade of India, it's a century of India. So
Mhm.
yeah, things are changing here, and so is the I've like we have been doing Spiel for like 3 years. So this year I could even sense the difference of how even the globally the people are looking forward to start their businesses in India. So I really believe things are changing now.
So let's talk about toy now, and let's talk about your company. You have created a company 10 years ago, you mentioned? When have you been creating
No.
this toy company?
So it's just 3 years old.
3 years.
I did my IT job for 10 years.
Okay.
Started Peple in 2020 January. So it was in the peak of coronavirus COVID
Yeah,
time
in
that we
COVID
started
time.
the, yeah.
So what is Peple? Explain us.
So Peple is basically a new era educational toy brand,
Mm-hmm.
which brings. So we have few cores that which defines Peple, which is one is that we make sure that we are developing making good quality toys, which was very not common in India because Indian toy manufacturers were not very famous for producing good quality toys. So we came as a flag agenda that we will be making good quality premium toys, and our toys focuses more on learning through the play. So we are creating toys which are not directly educational, which makes the toys very boring, but we focus on making toys which are more engaging because that is something which we think is a need of an hour right now. Currently children are facing a lot of issues, or you may say the generation is becoming very impatient with all the resources so easily available. Like if they want to search anything, they have to just type on Google and they will just get the data. But
Mm.
in our times, we used to go to library, we used to talk to
Oh, yeah.
people, we used to put some efforts. But now I mean,
Same.
it's very difficult for them to. If we are giving them a toy which is taking longer time for them to complete, they will
Mm.
not do it. So we
Mm.
wanted to create a toy industry. Like in the toy, we want to create a range which engage the child for a longer time because that is the need of an art. So our toys are to a certain extent are serving that purpose, and to create that kind of environment or that kind of property in our toys, we make sure that the end result of the toy is good. So we are doing all creative toys and make sure when a child is doing not even a like if a child doesn't is not very good in coloring, still if they are attempting coloring, the result should be good so
Okay.
that they want to do more.
So are you looking for distributors outside India, for example? Or are you
Yes.
doing distribution already outside India?
Yes, so we are doing distribution in UK and Ireland through Bachman Group. They specialize in trains and toy trains
Yeah.
and related products. So they really liked our range. So we had exhibited in Birmingham last year. So
Yeah.
that's where we met them. And we have a distributor in Mauritius right now,
Mhm.
and we are in talks with a distributor in Singapore, and we are really looking forward for more distributors in Europe region and as well as in US.
Okay. So when you were in Nuremberg, when I saw you, I believe you met some foreign people and you are in talks probably with different distributors worldwide, no? Or are you since Nuremberg?
Yes. So, yeah. So, I believe that it was our second year in Nuremberg this year. So, it takes time to build a relation, especially when we are looking for the long-term relation. So, we are in talks with many people, distributors in the countries, and we have also arranged many samples to them to analyze, but still the talks are still going on. We still have to nail the deals. And I've been told by the experts that persistence is the key. So keep
Yes,
trying.
yes, I know that. Yeah, very good, Melanie. Okay, so well, I keep fingers crossed, and I hope that you will find more distribution worldwide for you.
Yes.
Now let's talk about my country, Minali. Let's talk about France.
Okay.
What do you know about France? Have you ever traveled there, or what do you know about us?
I know that France is one of the most beautiful countries. I have to go there, but I haven't been to France yet.
Okay.
And I also understand that France is a country of creativity.
Mhm.
Uh, the world's most popular paintings and the artists have been from France. And even in the toy industry, there are many big companies which are from France, and they are very popular for the work they are doing. And I really look forward to France as an inspiration to what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, yeah. Very good, very interesting. So, do you know that we have Olympic Games this year in France?
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Yeah, the end of July, Olympic and
yes,
Paralympic during a few weeks. So it's going to be a
yes.
massive event. Uh, and we hope to do more than 100 million tourists this year. France is number one destination for a long time. Number
Mm.
three
That's really, I mean,
in spendings. But yeah, we probably go over 100 million tourists this year because we're expecting, I think, around 15 million more from only for Olympics. So we'll see.
wow, that's huge. I mean,
Yes, it is. Okay. And have you ever, where have you been traveling in Europe, for example? What do you know about Europe?
so I've been to Greece, Santorini for
Part of the
vacations.
island, yeah.
Yeah, and then Germany for the exhibitions. We have been to Germany in Frankfurt and Nuremberg. And apart from that, we
UK?
have visited London. London, yeah,
London?
UK. We
Yeah.
have done UK, Birmingham, and all.
Hmm.
And I think that's it. In Europe, I haven't covered much more
Hmm.
than that. Mm.
No, that's already something.
So we have covered a lot of Southeast Asia and Maldives,
Yeah.
Mauritius, Singapore. So these are the
Mauritius, I
countries
know,
which are
yeah. Mhm.
Maldives is beautiful. You should
I've
go to
never been.
Maldives.
Mhm. Mhm.
South Africa we have covered. So yeah, I mean countries which are nearer to India. So we try to cover the countries where we have to travel less and we can enjoy the place more.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Okay.
but definitely Europe is in our to-do list.
Good. Will you do Nuremberg again next year?
Of course we will.
Yeah.
This time we really, I mean, first year was good, and second year was much better than the first year because this time we were able to meet again to the same people, and they were again say, "Hi, you are again here," and conversation went two steps ahead. Then our work was being recognized by Spielberg team. We got a special media coverage this time where they came to our booth and we were interviewed and everything. So overall experience was so empowering that I think being a new brand, uh, we should do the exhibition for at least continuously 4 to 5 years. And my vision is that we will be always doing it.
Hmm. Very good. And are you doing more fairs apart from Birmingham Neck and Nuremberg? I don't know. Do you do a fair in
Uh,
India, for example?
New York Fair.
No, India. In India. Do you do the
So
toy
in
fair?
India, yeah, India we do Toy Fest. We do Kids India, which is run by Spielman Messe.
Okay.
And this year we'll be doing Toy Biz. Then we do multiple B2C fairs also to understand like what is the really the customer's point of view on the products rather than just depending on the distributors.
Mhm.
And in last 3 years we have got excellent feedback from the direct consumer when we do that. So our next fair will be in July, which will be in New Delhi,
In
and
New
then
Delhi.
we'll be yeah, that will be Toy Biz, and then we'll be doing in September Kids India by Spielman Messe.
Okay. Very good, Minali. Thank you so much for all the informations. We come to the end of this little show, and there is a little tradition at the end of the show is to do a funny face. You have to do
Uh,
funny face to me. You understand this one?
no,
Funny
so I have to
face.
make a funny face. Okay, I'll try. So, you want me to do the funny face right now?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Very good. Thank you, Nelly. Thank you so much. Have a good
Thanks,
weekend,
Yan.
and we'll see you probably in November next year. And
We'll stay connected in the mails, and probably if we can get some. Do you remember our toy range that you have seen?
yeah, yeah.
So, how do you feel? How like what are your views about that?
Well, it was interesting. Then it's a question of translating, in the right language and seeing, a bit all the prices. There is a study to do, that's for sure,
Hmm.
in order to go and to see. But probably using distributors at the first, it's a good one to find distributors for
Yeah.
country. That's for
Hmm.
you. That would be a big hit. That's enough.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
direct to retail, I don't think so. No, not yet. It's too early. You
Yeah.
should find distributors, and Nuremberg is the right place to be.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the
Okay,
great
Minali.
advice. Bye
See you next
bye.
time. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.